going on, my filmmakers and photographers? How are you guys doing? I hope this video is finding you well. In case you're wondering what I'm doing or where I've been or what's going on, I'm going to give you a September update. So where have I been? The last 2 weekends in a row I've been in either my truck or in a good buddy of mine's Bill's Jeep. That came out all wrong, but a good friend of mine's Jeep. We've been off-roading a lot. Last weekend we were actually up at Land Between the Lakes. I think I figured out we did about 35-40 miles of off-road trails total. That's why I'm cleaning off and anything I can off of this camera, because I used the Sony 5N, NEX-5N, doing a lot of video of it. It was super dusty, so I am going through. I'm pretty sure the mirror is safe, because I never, the mirror is pretty safe. I never took the lens off or anything. Around the lens looks pretty good too, but I know there's probably fingerprints and smudges right there on that filter. I can see a big one right, oh, you can see it right there. So we're gonna get that off of there and clean it up. Had an awesome time. Couple people went with us that's never been. I'm gonna roll in some footage real quick from different scenes from there, from that one. And then in the weekend before that, we took my truck to a place and went wheeling in it, mainly two-wheel drive. I mean, my truck's two-wheel drive, so we didn't go any hardcore stuff. But there was, there's some mud puddles. There was. And there was some dust and some other good, fun, yummy stuff to, chiggers. I got covered in chiggers. But I'll throw in a couple scenes from it. So that was some of the scenes from that trip. Had a great time. Saw a dead snake. We thought was dead. Wasn't there when we went back, or went back across where it was at. Here's a picture of that big sucker that we took. And then a fire tower there was pretty cool. Got to see that. It's crazy seeing those old fire towers around. You don't see them much. But anyway, shot a lot of footage on the Sony NEX-5N. Matter of fact, used it exclusively between Land Between the Lakes and Cheatham. We used that camera mostly, this camera mostly for that. Now I'm working on my next first roll on another camera that I have not brought to the channel yet. Matter of fact, I'm hoping to go out here in a little bit and try to finish the roll up so I can get it off to processing and get it back fairly quick, so I can get that video shot and up pretty soon. And I've got another one we're going to try to do. The thing with 35mm, and this is a 35mm camera I'm using, I have not shot the video for it yet, so I've got to do both. The video for the camera and the video for the first roll. So anyways, we are, we're moving right along. We've got a lot to do, a lot doing. That thing's pretty well cleaned up and ready for another trip. which I plan on trying to get out this next weekend and do. So you can see no more smudges, no more fingerprints. And that's something you have to do, is you have to keep these things clean. That dusty environment, I'm really impressed with the fact that there's no dust on the inside of the camera. That I can see the mirror looks really, really good. Just in case, I'm going to blow the mirror out with the rocket blower here real quick. But I don't see anything in there. I don't see anything on the lens. So I think it's good to go. But the camera I'll be doing next on my first roll is this one right here. Not going to tell you much about it. It is a Minolta. It is an AF lens mount. So we'll get into the discussion on AF lenses pretty darn soon. And then there's going to be a camera that follows up after this that uses these lenses. And if you can guess down in the bottom in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Take a wild guess on what camera started out using the Minolta lenses for their camera. This camera is still in really good shape. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I've shot it's 36 exposures. I've shot 23, so I'm gonna go finish it off. But I'm not just gonna take random pictures. I'm gonna take some cool pictures with it. But anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I appreciate you watching. Sorry I hadn't had anything out last couple weeks because I've been busy. Been doing filming and photography stuff on the other channel. I will leave links up above for those two videos if you haven't seen them or want to see them, and that way you can check them out and see, you know, what we were doing. We had a great time. Like I said, we had an awesome time off-roading, and like I said, there was a couple people that it was their first time, and they had a fun time themselves. So anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I'm going to get out and do some photography here in a little bit. All right, guys, that's it for this one. See you on the next one. Get out and shoot some pictures and film some stuff and post it somewhere. We'll see you on the next one, guys.